Hello everybody, welcome back for some gaming action. We're here with some Dota 2. This is the Birmingham Major. We are here in the group stage, group numero A, the first day of the group stage, in a best of two between Talon and Team Liquid. But these teams also played in Elite League, and Talon couldn't really show their best form. They didn't have their core Akashi, their position 1. They had V-Toon stand in for them, of course. Pretty good player in his own right, but that's not a ideal situation if you need a stand-in all of a sudden. Also, they had Pylite Dai join them as a coach at the start of the year, so pretty interested in this roster as I don't know anything about them aside from that. And on the other side, we have Team Liquid. Everybody knows this team by now, but we have 33 heading up in the captain's role, kind of trying to push this team forward. Which has led to a very different dynamic than with Zai and Matu. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see. Team Liquid had a pretty decent showing in Elite League, but did end up faltering to the Chinese overlords.
5 seconds
now
remaining.
Let's look at the bans. We see Io and Chen going away here. Chen, of course, the most banned hero from Elite League. Disruptor as well. And Shadow Demon also ranks up pretty high there, so just, you know. And the IO, you have to ban IO versus Team Liquid. They're just going to get Lesh IO and run you over.
Talon Esports.
With the Nisha Lesh, we see Pango coming out. Most likely going to be their middle for Nisha. So the Pango, it's just always a good hero somehow. Bloodseeker banned to cover the Pango. And we see Dragonite first pick for Talon. Dragonite, of course, very strong hero right now. It's just super solid. The Aghanims Manta build is just too good, almost. It just guarantees that he's going to give you value in the game. And you can play DK in middle, you can play him off lane, and you can even play him core. I think Skeeter is the guy that I think of when I think about Dragonite position 1. But it can definitely be done if in the future Armlet gets a crazy buff or something. Like, you're looking at DK carry immediately to pick that up, although I think DK1 nowadays you just go straight Manta Ags. Maybe you get a Midas in there. Could even get a Mask of Madness or something. I'm not sure. But I don't think Armlet has a place right now, because it's just not OP enough. Okay, we see Tiny banned out as well. Good 4 right now. Boxy does play it.
10 seconds
but apparently they're eyeing up a lane where they don't want to see Tiny against them, or they don't want to pick it themselves, but they do think it's a crazy good hero. Was one of the most picked heroes in the Elite League, in place number 6. Got those Liquipedia stats in front of my eyes right now. To give some context to the draft that we do see. See a Bane ban as well. Pretty strong hero right now. Was ignored for the most part in Elite League. Like, we saw it picked up here and there. In pubs, of course, you see it mid. But it's just a strong laner. Strong heckin' laner, and Fiend's Grip is always going to be good, especially against Pango. So, good that they ban it out. We see Enchantress banned out here. For Talon, just respecting the tempo that comes with it. Just a lane dominator, and opens up this DK for the offlane a little bit more. He can handle Enchantress, but, you know, if you don't have to play against it, you don't have to play against that annoying Insania Enchantress, then it's nice to ban it out. Grimstroke comes out for Talon. I mean, Grimstroke feels like it's exclusively a 4 nowadays, but it's really strong with the Inkswell. It's pretty good with Dragonite as well. You get the instant double stun. The Inkswell onto the Dragonite that just jumps in, stuns, and then you let the Inkswell do its work after the stun is almost done. And we get an Insania Oracle coming out. Okay, no Treant for Insania, but he does get his Oracle, which is, of course, a pretty gnarly hero to play against, because if you don't catch this hero in the backline, he's going to keep that one hero that you want dead alive ad infinitum. Or however you say it. Forever. Let's see what Liquid picks up here. They have to show one more pick before we see 2 Talon picks here. And I feel like none of these are really a secret. Like Pangolier, probably their mid laner. It can be an off laner, but I don't really see 33 ever play that. And it's just bad in the off lane in general. And 4 Pango hasn't been popular for a long time. Rubik comes out probably for Boxy here. So we have 4 Rubik. Means we have a pretty big variety that we can see coming out of 33. Yeah, for now, it doesn't matter that much. You do have to contend with the silence from Grimstroke and the instant stun from DK, so perhaps like his Brewmaster would kind of suffer if he gets locked down that long and might not get his ultimate off. So we might see a bit more of a straightforward hero. Could be a Mars, if he plays that. Well, could be a Slardar, could be what's other... Kunkka, of course. Kunkka doesn't really like getting silenced. Okay, we get the Sven. So we know the safe lane matchup here for Liquid. What does 30... Or Liquid knows the safe lane carry, so they can pick an offlaner into that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see an offlaner here. And then we might see... Or, yeah, for Liquid coming up next to the Rubik.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what Talon shows. I mean, they could show their mid here, right? But then I guess that also shows their offlane, so we're just going to see support. We see the Phoenix coming out. So that is pretty cool. They have no egg hitters whatsoever. So you kind of want an offlaner or a carry that just right-clicks a bunch. Ooh. Come pick DK yourself. Mars isn't super fast on the right-clicks. Snap isn't a good 3 anymore.
5 seconds remaining.
Ooh, what do you want here? You also have a lot of armor to contest with from Sven. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a Veno just to be super annoying and makes Sven's life miserable. And then you can hit the egg with the Veno and the wards. It's okay. It's not great. You can... Of course, get the Slardar, BKB, just hit the Phoenix egg. Especially with Echo, you can... you probably don't kill it by yourself, but if you get a couple stray hits from your team, that's pretty good. Oh, we see the Lifestealer coming out, and that is pretty interesting against 1, 2, 3 strength heroes here. And, of course, just rage click the Phoenix. That is pretty good. I like this Lifestealer pick a lot, and as a Dragonite... you're okay with that, honestly. You'll play it. It's not a problem.
Esports, turn to ban.
At least in my experience, it's not a problem. You might want to pick up a Windlace, but you can just get a Soul Ring, max Dragon Breath, just blast Lifestealer in the face, blast a wave in the face, so you can always clean the wave up. And Lifestealer actually needs to hit a lot of creeps to lifesteal back all of that HP, and then once you hit 6, you can kind of pressure the Lifestealer even, as long as you're not outnumbered. So this Dragonite can definitely be
Talon Esports,
a mid, and they're banning offlaners. Liquid also banned Enigma, so kind of telling us that DK is gonna go mid, or they expect DK to go mid. Doom ban, they know for sure 33 is still to pick because none of these are 33 heroes. I like the Doom ban because I think Doom is super boring. They could pick up Doom themselves because it's pretty good against Lifestealer and Pangolier, but if you get your Doom stolen by Rubik, you're sad. And Liquid has the pick before them, so it's basically... They can't leave it open because then 33 will pick it, one of his signature heroes. Yeah. So Talon could even go Razor here. Classic counterpick to Lifestealer. But then you have a Grimstroke Razor lane. That's kind of okay if you get the ultimate. You get the double link. Probably not the best, but I don't hate it. But the Oracle is probably annoying because he roots you. And then as Razor, you kind of want to be able to run away from Lifestealer. Kunkka ban. So... yeah, Kunkka is pretty good. Also hits the Phoenix Egg with BKB. So I want to see something that blinks stuns, basically. So I like it with Pango. You can still get a
10 seconds
different, though.
remaining.
Just another vessel for Lifestealer. They have 2 backline supports. So you don't really
5
want to
seconds remaining.
super passive offlaner here. But first the ban. What are you banning out for Talon here? They also have an offlaner. What do you not want to play against this Lifestealer? Magnus, actually. Okay, so they just ban out some team fight. And it's good for Sven. Oh, the Slardar does come out from 33. I feel like it doesn't play it that often. So this is definitely more of a hero that fits the draft. And he thinks Slardar's strong, which he is. Slardar's crazy strong right now. The Yule's Blink
10
Shard build is
seconds remaining.
actually kind of cool. And then you scale into like Octarine,
5
Aghanims,
seconds remaining.
Wind Waker. Is actually kind of cool. It's pretty strong. Every like 4 seconds you can stun if you get your level 25. With Octarine it's even 3 seconds. Okay, so last pick goes to Talon. What do they want? Liquid's basically telling them you don't get any team fight from the offlane. No Enigma, no Magnus. So it could still be Mars, because he does give you team fight, but Lifestealer just walks out of your arena. So that feels bad. The Kunkka's also gone. Damn. What other team fight do you get from the offlane? I mean, I don't think you don't wanna pick Venno into this because Oracle exists. How do you dumpster this Lifestealer and get team fight? Could be the Blue. Oh, it's Mars anyways. Okay, so it is Mars. He's like, well, I'm gonna, as soon as Rage is gone, it's gonna be fine, and we're gonna go hard in the paint. We get Zhuen on the Dragonite. And W's. Mr. Dubs on the Mars. Let's head right into it.
Prepare for battle.
That perked me up a bit.
Okay, and let's go for a little recap on the draft here. We saw and hello everybody that is here for the shorter version, skipping the draft. We saw a last pick Slardar, and we saw a lot of team fight heroes from the offlane banned out by Team Liquid, making sure that there wasn't a lot of options for Talon. Dude. Making sure that there were not a lot of options for Talon to really get any team fight from the offlane that they clearly needed with the Phoenix as well. And of course, Mars Phoenix is a pretty classic combo. So let's see if this Lifestealer rages enough for that. In the end, he will make a BKB as well. We have DK Pangolier middle. Oh, what a shitfest. And just 2 bounty runes apiece. DK Pango goes middle here. And top we have the Mars with the Grimstroke going up against Oracle Lifestealer. Now, if I'm this Mars, I'm kind of sad, even though you got the last pick. Like, getting away from this Lifestealer gets increasingly annoying once he gets his face boots. And the points in Feast increase, or Ghoul Frenzy, I mean. And in the last lane, we have Phoenix and Sven going up against Rubik, Slardar. So Slardar can get a couple nasty stuns off, and Rubik can actually pull the support into the stun. But Phoenix does have his Icarus dive, and we have a stun on Sven. So don't really expect a lot of kills there. But the top lane could potentially bring us some kills. I think the middle lane will be completely flat, because both heroes don't really kill each other. We already have Dragon Blood for DK, because he can just infinitely sustain the lane. And I think it's all going to be eyes on top here. If we get a nice spear into Rebuke combo onto Insania, he might just be ripe for the pickings. Especially with a little bit of Phantom's Embrace and Inkswell. Like, a deadly combination. Mars doing pretty good though in this lane so far. And as expected, middle is kind of boring. Both players just getting their last hits. Low contest here by Grimstroke. Oh. This is where our first little bit of a pressure point comes up. Who hits his level 3 first? And what can you do with that timing? We do have an Inkswell ready on Grimstroke, but Insania Oracle just staying back. And Mars just getting his farm. Look at that. Mars on top of the charts. 33, getting bullied a little bit, only 10. But nothing too crazy. Double bracer here for the lifestealer right away. It's just like, oh, it's all about sustain here. If I can just survive that one combination, or perhaps the War of Attrition that goes on, the rebukes that you get into the face, the stroke of fates that you get into the face. If I can survive those, I'll be just fine. Kashi being very aggressive here. Trying to get his creeps back. Missing the spear. The mid players just kind of pulling around with each other. Oh! And we saw the go onto Ponyo. And just like I said, as long as he has the Icarus dive, he can get telekinesis into Slithering Crushed. But it won't happen a lot. Another go onto Oracle on the other side of the map. And actually, the Inkswell combo with the spells from Mars is just enough to blow Insania up there. Didn't even get the stick. Oh, he did get the stick. Just got 4 charges more after he popped it. Poor Insania. That's a lot of damage. And like that. Who got the first? Oh, okay. So Yokum did get the first kill here. So he got first blood. And we're probably going to see that in his net worth a little bit. He's the richest support out here. Only barely, though. This Boxy hero getting all those range creeps. And another telekinesis into stun, into bash. Oh, the Sven does throw out a stun of himself. Also has the war cry. And he barely gets out. Nice go there by Liquid. And that's pretty low cooldown setup there. They can just start doing it again. Ponyo does not have anything to interrupt that go from Team Liquid. And Sven does not have any regen. He's just looking to go for a trade, perhaps. Like, this Sven is just not doing anything. Does he just want to catch out this Slardar and go? Oh, no. Ponyo now getting caught. Icarus dive used, and Akashi runs back. And actually, Liquid using all of their resources here. Both of them are low mana, have health. Allowing Sven back into this lane to get a couple creeps. Probably pretty happy with that. But we see a salver from Boxy. Ponyo really wants to give him the tangos. because my boy Sven does need it. Now we see Nisha coming on over. Oh, he is gonna come over. Let's see if Talon is prepared. We do see a Warcry out, but we see that stun combo again from Liquid, and Nisha comes in, doesn't have to use the Rolling Thunder just yet, and we see the hit from Boxy actually gets the kill onto Akashi, and that Sven is pretty sad right now. Look at his last hits as well, reflecting the sadness in his soul right now. And we see actually Juan, or Quen? I looked it up, but the Chinese pronunciation is not my strong suit. Oh, the Pango gets silenced. You really hate getting silenced by that Benzim's Embrace. Luckily, you only have to hit it twice at level 1, but it gets worse and worse from there. And wow, this TK, using his first Corrosive Breath, just killed the middle tower right away. And as you can see, 2 points in Dragon Blood just sitting pretty. Mars being left alone a little bit. That Grimstroke made that rotation. So just staying back here from the Lifestealer. Both of these heroes. Double Bracer, pretty good item right now. Double Bracer on the Slardar, pretty good item right now. Single Bracer on the Sven. And I think we know why he lost his lane. Oh. Go onto the Dragon Knight. Nisha already used his Rolling Thunder. And now, big Inkswell stun. Nice root from Insania coming out. Dragon Breath. Oh, and Nisha takes down to the Fire Spirits and the Corrosive Breath. Now, Boxy has to actually run out of here. Could get caught, but it's not enough. Only level 1 Dragon Tail doesn't allow his team to catch up, and most of his team already spent all of their mana. Oh. Observer Ward immediately spotted. 33 has his level 6. That Corrosive Haze makes Sven really sad. Lowers his armor, and then he also knows that I'm consistently in vision right now. So he needs to be babysat by Ponyo here. Ponyo wants to get his level 6 here. Where did the Wisdom Runes go? The Wisdom Runes... Oh, one of the Wisdom Runes actually went to Mars, but he didn't skill his arena just yet. He still has the skill point. It could come out. Don't think he has stats. And he's going for the Soul Ring now. Wants to have that mana problem solved. At least a little bit. It's kind of crazy how you can sustain a Soul Ring with 2 bracers nowadays. You still have to pick a decent neutral item to do it, but pretty good. And that's why they made Soul Ring like 300 gold more expensive than it used to be. Because, you know, we became better and better. Smoke coming out here from Talon. Boxy's gonna walk into it. Oh my god, revealing that he has a ward as well with that go. Oh, Boxy does stay alive, but he is paying for it with the stack that he made for the opposing Dragonite, basically. And because he did the right click onto the high ground, they immediately knew that Boxy had vision of that camp. And they dewarded that ward right away. Nice move by Talon. They kind of denied the stack a little bit. Boxy now farming it up, getting his 6. Or at least getting closer to it. We see an Orchid Rush here from the Slardar, even with Windlace not going for additional boots. So maybe reserving the right to getting teleport boots. Or he just thinks that the Rush is better, that the Treads is not going to help that much. Another pause. God, I hate it. Let's look at Mars. What is he doing? Saving the points. Now has all of his points into his first 2 spells. No Bulwark at all and no Arena of Blood. So his team not really playing through the Mars right now. So the Mars can just kind of be passive. This is a pretty hard thing to do in pubs because your team will just ping the shit out of you if you don't have Arena of Blood. You know? Every time you play Kunkka and you pick Ghost Ship and you ping it, like, I have Ghost Ship. Let's kill the carry, and nobody comes top for the next 2 minutes. You're like, cool. Cool. This could have been an extra point in X or Q. Doesn't really help your farming as much as with other heroes, but you get my point. It feels bad. Kind of like when you get silencer and then... Well, you could get global silence, but you don't have mana for it.
Dire's top tower.
And you also want to use your other spells, because you put points in those as well. Oh, big go onto Oracle here, and we see the Bulwark kill with
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
W. Picking up a dub there. Nice kill. And all of Talon is in the top lane here, taking down this first tower.
Top tower.
But if we look at the net worths, Liquid is just doing hunky-dory. All of their cores are in the top, and Boxy even at the top of the supports.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Nisha getting a bottle refill 11 minutes into the game. Must be nice. And Liquid kind of eyeing up this Phoenix, but also just the bottom tier 1. Talon just took theirs. They know a lot of TPs were used for that, and we see the root coming out. We see the swashbuckle, and wow, Phoenix just goes for the egg right away. Liquid 33 runs in as well, and they clean up Ponyo's egg. Level 1 egg, only 6 hits. With 3 heroes there, it's not enough. And the tier 1 will also fall, but this is space, right? Right, guys? Space for their cores. Dragonite also going for the Orchid. Orchid got buffed, of course. I think it was in the D or the C patch. I'm not quite remembering that. But I know it got recently buffed, and it's now just cheap for what it does. Really cheap. Gives you a lot of attack speed, a lot of mana. And of course, if you're DK, like both of those. Grimstroke got blown up by the Pango. Pango getting the Lance of Pursuit. Unluck. Oh my god. The Disperse as well, or what's it called? The Inhibit. Making sure that Mars can't get away, and Nisha just making plays happen all across the map. Liquid really playing through this Pango. And even Mickey just coming in to do the fighting. Somehow the Slardar is the most AFK hero on Liquid's roster here. Does now have his Orchid though, going into the Blink. And then going into Aghanim's, just not getting any of his boots. Just no boots. No phase, no treads, not even arcane boots. Not even tranquils. So that's kind of interesting. Brown boots. Phoenix. Oh, pops a smoke. He doesn't quite know it yet, but now he knows. Boxy finds him, doesn't quite get the telekinesis, but the root did come out from Insania. Oh, and the blow up from Nisha's swashbuckle with Diffusal, with Lance of Pursuit, with Blightstone. Just so much damage in these early levels. And this poor Phoenix is only level 7 and doesn't really have any tanking items, just a wand for a couple stats, and that's it. Get some health from a blood grenade. And I guess he also has the trusty shovel giving him a little bit of health. It's also a... Oh no, it's not a strength hero anymore. A lul. Now let's look at this Mars. I haven't really seen an arena play just yet. He's just farming up towards his Blink, and he's been kind of on the background here. Same with 33 here. Going for a juicy stack here. He has his Orchid, and it hasn't been revealed just yet. DD or Nisha here. They could decide to make a play with that. Let's look at the Sven's farm. He has his Mask of Madness going into the Echo Saber that is about to be delivered. Yep. About to get it. And is catching up in the net worth here. So just 3k ahead for Liquid here at 14. Not ideal, but definitely not game ending. And the supports in the Pango clean up a bunch more stacks. Of course, important to get these levels onto the supports. Dragonaut, what are you doing? He got a Blink actually before the Orchid. But I feel like we haven't really seen him use it too much. Like we saw that kill on Insania top. We saw a little kerfuffle middle, but that is about it. We see the double smoke. We see Roche going top. 3 heroes from Liquid top. There's already 2 of them. Are they going to Roche at 15? They could. They have Corrosive Haze, but they're probably just looking for Sven here. Because he did show top a little bit ago. And they are 4 guys smoked behind this Lifestealer. Now infiltrating the high ground, but Talon seems to be reading this, making a move of their own even into their opponent's triangle. So as soon as it is night, both teams go for the
Radiant's top tower is under
triangle
attack.
smoke. That's pretty cool. Oh! Yokam did just reveal that he is there. Nisha pinged it out for his team. Stroke of Fate used to push the wave. And I think they even saw the Mars there for a second. So, Liquid is aware.
Scattered. Radiant's top
We see
tower
33
has
here
fallen.
waiting. Almost has his blink. That's going to be a menace to deal with. We have the Orchid giving the extra attack speed to hit the egg as well. I like that a lot. It's also really good against Lifestealer because Lifestealer kind of relies on his rage to stay alive. And if you just Orchid him, silence him, he actually can't rage. So then suddenly he needs like a Manta or something. Which, I mean, you don't hate to build it as a Lifestealer, but it still gives you a pretty good timing where you can... Oh, wait, they're on the same team. Fuck. I mean, for Sven, it's kind of the same if he doesn't get God Strength up, but it's definitely different. Definitely the same for Mars, though. If Mars can get off his spells or the supports, the Phoenix, the Grimstroke. But
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
a little bit of a brain fart just now. Oh my god, he's actually channeling his Stroke of Fate onto the Slardar. And if he jumps on top of the Dragonite, he gets the root there. That's an insane combo. I've never done that in my life. That doesn't happen in my pubs. We do see the blink here on Slardar. He was trying to get a blink reveal with that Oracle combo, but instead he gets caught here. Nice catch by Talon, catching 33 onto their Ancients, and he's just dead. And that is basically almost, or that is the Orchid for Xuen. And then we have Blink Orchid on both DK and Slardar. It's going to be pretty interesting to see who can use that better. Dear offlaners, everything you need to do is 2 bracers, Blink and Orchid. Not necessarily in that order. Almost have the Radiance coming out from Mika here. 17, 18 minute Radiance with Armlet. That's pretty, it's pretty fast. Like, that's 100% acceptable. Another smoke coming out from Liquid here. Look at that. Lancer Pursuit better than any tier 2 that Pangolier could get. And I concur. You even take this Lancer Pursuit over some tier 3s if you're unlucky with the tier 3s and you just need the burst. Turned off Radiance, walking around trying to get a smoke break or just get a catch. Nisha not smoked, but he looks alone. He looks lonely. Oh, Phoenix. Courier kind of giving up this position. Nick is just running in. He has no blink or anything. And they are just mirroring or, well, just following Talon around here. 4 Talon heroes out here. Sven could get caught. No, there goes the Ink Spell, the blink. We have the Orchid as well. Lifestealer gets blown up right away. Mickey. Oh my lord. The egg just go up, so the rest of Liquid had to retreat. We see Boxy not getting false promise, but he's being kept alive by NC and his Oracle there. His TP got cancelled, and now Oracle gets caught in the arena as well, and the supports of Liquid die on top of the Lifestealer death. And Talon, wow. They were very ready. They were more ready than I would have expected them to be ready. Ooh, big catch here for Liquid, actually, onto Xuen. Getting this Dragonite kill. And, oh, we have an Atos onto the Phoenix. Also a Grimstroke ult. Soulbind, making sure that both of these guys are silenced and they don't know where they want to go. Did you... Oh my god, 33 wanted to go right. Nisha wanted to go up. And 33 pays for it with his life, but Liquid just pedal to the metal. Foot on the gas, and they do get a small return kill there onto the Phoenix. That is a juicy one. And Sven, look at his net worth. Sven is back. Sven is here, baby. And you're going to hit a brick wall if you're this Lifestealer and Sven just gets on top of you for a couple seconds. Because if you're this Lifestealer, you feel pretty strong. Ooh, and the BKB's coming out. That's the Dispel of choice here for Mickey. Talon going for the Obelisk, the Tormentor summon. Let's see what shard they will get for their team. Not committing the God Strength Grid, and we actually get the shard onto Phoenix, allowing Phoenix to Sunray during Supernova, and it slows enemies, so you get slowed by the Sunray now. 10%, it's not nothing. Definitely a nice shard to have, to keep healing your team, and damaging your opponents. Sunray is pretty good against Slardar, and especially Lifestealer, I feel like. Look at that. Actually, the Gossamer Cage over the Lance of Pursuit. Can you believe it? Now we get a blink before Aghanims even for Nisha. Now going into the Skull Basher. Those annoying stuns from the Swashbuckle. Will be coming out. And Sven, he's looking pretty scary. Going for the AC here. Got the blink, not the Superman Aghanims upgrade. Doesn't want to get memed on. Just going for the blink, God Strength, blink in and kill somebody. But no BKB for this Sven. Like, we're getting a little bit of a vision here in the ancient jungle, or yeah. No, it's the, what is it? Radiant jungle. It's like not dire. Rubik also going for a blink. He has a nice drums prepared for his team, helping them run in. Slardar loves to run around. Pango loves to run around. And Lifestealer loves to run around. And of course, they don't want to get slowed down by the Phoenix and the Grimstroke. They want to be able to disengage from that Phoenix egg.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see, both teams kind of mirroring each other, both going for the off-lane tier 2, respectively. But Liquid's just kind of waiting, whereas Chuen just gets to hit this tower, already going for the Manta, and he gets the Diadem first. Actually, Diadem before Yasha. Just wants the 6 attributes, just wants to be as tanky as possible. That is cool. I always just go for the Yasha kind of blind. It's like, oh, movement speed, attack speed, it feels good. You know, get a little bit of armor from the Agi. It just feels good to go Yasha. Yasha's such a nice item to build. And he just goes for the Diadem instead. Just be a little bit more tanky. I kind of like it. You get the mech onto Insania as well. Perhaps going for Greaves in the future, but it wouldn't surprise me if he just goes for a blink right now or something else. Movement related. Could even be a Force Staff, although that doesn't really get you out of Mars Arena. Could be a Yules, perhaps. Nah, not the greatest Yules game. I mean, it's nice to have, right? Especially because Sven doesn't have the Superman, so he doesn't dispel the Yules or your Ghost Scepter and that type of stuff. Could also just be Holy Rocket if he really feels like he can stay in the backline, no problem. Aether Lens if he feels like he needs the range, but we got Rubik for the range button. Blink and Glimmer. A little bit of a slowdown here. They're waiting for their heroes to get the items. Mika actually changing it up, going for the Sange instead of the BKB. So Sange is still pretty good, gives you a lot of status resist. 16, a little buffy buff in the last patch. And they are going for Roche. And they have about 30 seconds to kill him. Or they have to go top. Wow, that is a little awkward now, isn't it? I guess you can go for it, but they should have started hitting it right now. And they do. 20 seconds to do it. We do have level 2 Corrosive Haze. Surprised to not see the Orchid onto Roche. Just the extra damage. Oh, there it goes. And Roche is going to go down for these 10 seconds, but Talon is smoked, is waiting for Roche. Top. Liquid takes Roche a couple seconds before it's about to go top, and Talon was smoked up in this top region, waiting for that Roche to walk on in. Maybe Liquid was going to set up here so they could catch them with the smoke, or just do the Roche themselves. But Liquid, very heads-up play, goes for the Roche with 20 seconds remaining, basically. Corrosive Haze, 15 armor reduction. Boys and girls, Slardar is so good for objective taking that is not buildings. If Corrosive Haze could be put on buildings, it would be
Radiant's bottom tower
crazy.
is under attack.
Actually, OP. Really OP. Now they do get the bottom tier 2
Radiant's
as
bottom
well.
tower has fallen. Dire's top
We have the
tower
Aegis
is under
onto
attack.
Mickey. They're going for the TPs here. Onto Talon. And Talon did get a little damage in with this Dragon Knight. He does have his Manta right now, but does not have the Aghanims just yet. Almost level 18 to get the level 3 Dragon. Level 3 Dragon is already pretty cool. Big splash, annoying slow. And we get a little catch here. Boxy in enemy territories is a little deep. And saving Private Boxy did not work this time around. He gets caught. He gets killed, and Liquid kind of forced to retreat because of this Phoenix Egg once again. And now Mickey is like, okay, Phoenix Egg is gone. I can run in once more. I got the Radiance, I got the S and Y. And he also has his Aegis. So how do you really deal with this Lifestealer? Well, you just kill everybody around it. And then you turn on this Lifestealer. You know, like 5 men looking at a small blonde girl, if you know what I mean. Mars does have the BKB now with his blink, so his whole thing is basically just blink in arena, pop the BKB, and kill a support or 2. That's his whole shtick. We also have a blink on Pango now, so let me see the items somewhere.
Radiant's middle tower has
Items, there we
fallen.
go. How many blinks do we have? 1, 2, 3 blinks here. Or Liquid, which is very nice, because then we get the Lifestealer Infest into any of these heroes, blink on top of you, and you can just blow somebody up. We also have 3 blinks on all of the cores of Talon, and almost an Aghanims 4 Grimstroke coming up as well. Let's see what the graphs think. We have a big XP discrepancy going towards Talon, but Gaben thinks that it's a pretty much a 50-50. Slightly favored towards Liquid even, because they have more gold. But it's only 1k, bro. Liquid going into the Tormentor. There's a ward here from Talon. An instant initiation there from Swen into the arena from Dubs. And no kills yet. Oracle did go down, though, and now big Soulbind again. And 33, so sad. He wants to get out. Nisha, a little late to the party. And no more Infest, but we do still have an Aegis onto Lifestealer. Lifestealer wailing onto this Sven, but Sven not giving up, not giving in. He has the AC to keep him alive against the physical damage. And he holds on. Not even... Oh, he is God Strength, but actually you just don't see it that well from the skin. And a nice spear catch on top of the Lifestealer after the Aegis. But actually, wow, Lifestealer just man-fights the Sven and kills him. But Nisha now gets caught. The Mars almost dead. A big Dragon Breath or Breathe Fire there to clean up the scene. And Insania was already dead at the start of that fight. And now he's alive. This is when your teammates ping you like, where the F were you, bro? You're like, I was dead. I was already dead. I tried to save your ass, and then I died. But wow, what a fight from Talon. Only losing their Sven, dealing maximum damage. And, I mean, look at the Supernova damage. Whew. Together with this DK just wailing on them. Not bad. Not bad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Only 1 BKB used. Do any other cores have BKBs here? From Talon. Actually, I don't see a lot of BKBs. Only a BKB on Mars. We do have a Manta. That's kind of a dispel for Dragon Knight. And no BKB for Sven, which is kind of, I would say, surprising on the one side, but on the other side, it's like, well, Slardar just bashes you through it. This Pangolier is going to bash you through it very soon. And even the Lifestealer is also going to do that. And big go on Mars here from Slardar and Pangolier. They do catch him. We do see a Soulbind immediately making the Rolling Thunder do nothing at all. Interesting interaction. And I'm so impressed with Nisha's Pango here. kind of feeling like a useful hero, even though you have Grimstroke to kind of nullify your entire hero. But we haven't seen a lot of soulbinds on the both of them yet. I think twice now we've seen Nisha die together with 33 almost always to the soulbind. And both players don't really have a dispel for it. Well, it's an ultimate, you can't really dispel it. But you want to dispel the Phantom's Embrace at least. Maybe just an AC for the move, for the attack speed. Would be nice from Slardar, but... I mean, Mickey is just topping off the net worth charts right now. And he does have a BKB. Oof. So Rage and BKB, how are you killing this guy if it's not the Sven doing it? Sven and DK need to do all of the right-click damage on that Lifestealer, but he's just gonna keep hitting those tanky boys. And if he's hitting tanky boys, then he's using that Feast to get that max health percentage-based lifesteal, just to keep him alive. He also has the Sange. So that's a tough order. But Sven did man-fight him in the previous fight and win. But can he do it again if there's a BKB in play? Do see that Sold Karaz come out. Is Sven going to rebuild the Echo here for himself, or is he going to go into a different item? Something is coming up. And yes, he rebuilds the Echo. Wants to go for the double slam dunk with the God Strength. We see Lifestealer is in. Oh, Sven goes in with the God Strength, instantaneously blows up the Oracle and blows up the Pango as well. That got soul bound. Now the Phoenix Egg is being hit by Mickey, but Mickey loses all of his HP. We saw a bash as well, I think. Or just a stun after the BKB. And is that a dieback from Insania there? Oh my god, this went from bad to worse.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Holy moly. I'm not crazy, right? I thought the Oracle died right away.
Middle tower is under attack.
But I don't see the buyback. What's the buyback status? No, he did not buy back, I guess. I guess it was Boxy that died and not the, not the Oracle. But wow, Sven is exploding two of those heroes right away. Gem on deck for the Mars, meaning that there's no vision for Liquid remaining. Two of their core still dead. And with the AC and now the Aghanim's upgrade for DK, these buildings are melting. They are privy to the fact that Slardar is somewhere here in their jungle. But 33 is going to TP out before anything serious develops. Aghanim's on to Grimstroke here, so he does have the Dark Portrait. I guess the Dark Portrait of the Lifestealer is insane value. And the Slardar perhaps as well. I don't know if it bashes. I mean, I guess it would. And you need to right-click this down? Oh. Like the only... I guess Slardar and Lifestealer can right-click it down, but they don't want to be right-clicking a Dark Portrait now, do they? Does it work if you Soulbind and then Dark Portrait? Do you get two Dark Portraits? Because that is actually insane. If you get a Lifestealer and a Dark... or a... and a Slardar Dark Portrait? That feels like any fight is just over. Buyback status. Couple cores do have it, but... we see smoke here from Talon coming out, going towards the Roche pit. Roche is still 50 seconds off, but they don't know that. Oh my god. You see Dubs going in. Gets an arena onto at least Insania, so catches one of the supports here. Schwen goes on top of Insania as well, wants to get him out. Now we see the Phoenix Egg with the arena. Good combo as always. And Slardar does catch one of the supports in the back, with Sven just wailing onto this Lifestealer, being slowed by the Dragonite. He does get the Infest into the Slardar, but the Slardar just getting wailed on by 4 heroes right now. And there, Mika does come out, goes for the Rage into TP, but gets killed. The Sven just dishing out way too much damage to get it with the DK. Look at the damage coming out from this Sven, doing almost half the damage for his entire team. Ow. And Liquid just gets wiped. Only the Grimstroke died? Did we see a buyback there from anybody? I don't think so. I don't see any buyback, so... My god, Talon 15k up. And Roche did just respawn. He's top. He has the cheese. And it looks like Talon is moving top. Liquid down 2 sets of racks here. And about to give up Roche. They could TP in en masse. We just need Mika to be there. Daedalus completed on the Sven. I think he had that last fight as well. Just look at this. Has the Octarine. I love this build, dude. Octarine, Manta Aghanim. Which means you almost have permanent dragon. I think it's like 15 seconds to 20 seconds where you don't have it. Yeah, it's 15 seconds where you don't have dragon. Now, you can not fight for 15 seconds, right? It's possible. It's definitely possible. I mean, you also don't want to fight in the last couple seconds of dragon, obviously, but still. You're going to have a lot of time in your dragon form. You just can keep clicking it. Keep clicking Manta cooldown as well if you want to push waves. And Talon finds the Liquid heroes here. Finds Boxy. Oh, but actually misses Boxy. Boxy with the jukes. And he TP's out. He's alive. We see Ancient Guardian coming out for a Lifestealer. He knows that the most important fights are going to be in his goddamn base. Let's see if we see any other tier 4s just yet. Divine Shell as well on the DK, making sure that he gets the attacks off, even if he's stunned. Big go onto the Lifestealer. We see the Rage coming out. He's trying to hit the right targets, but who does he hit? He wants to hit the Mars. He wants to hit the Sven, and he wants to hit... Oh, Lifestealer here with the Dark Portrait, giving Radiance as well. Oh, a big spear onto Nisha there, and the big pickup on Boxy there from Sven. We see the Soulbind going down onto 33, and Nisha once again. And Mikas also here does have his open wounds. Now they're going onto 33, and Nisha here. Nisha gets saved there by the Fatal or False Promise. And look at Mika just surviving, just hitting these big tanky heroes and just healing through the crits coming out of Sven. Sven does not have God Strength. And Mika just surviving through it. Ancient Guardian damage really paying off. Another Dark Portrait. So annoying. Big Spear. And the Rage comes out. No more BKB. He needs to heal through this. But the big DK boy is here. He's somehow healing, but it's not enough. Oh my god, this team needs a Scotty and a half. And Mika trying to heal through it, but does get cleaned up by Talon there. All of the Talon coursers wailing on the Lifestealer. And even then he was surviving because of the Radiance. And even a Dark Portrait, like 4v1ing Mika there. Wow. Just barely not surviving through that. That is crazy. Lifestealer is a hero, ladies and gentlemen. But it's just getting worse. 19k down here. No ages on the board anymore. We even see a Yules here for the Mars, just setting himself up for the spear. We see the Blink. Aghanims is ready. What's the cooldown? 35 second cooldown. Wow. Dark Porter is crazy. Boxy does get gone on. But he might survive here. He's soulbinded up. Mika does save him. We see the arena coming out, and the big black dragon is here to hit, putting the slow onto the Lifestealer. Instant stun once the Rage wears off. No BKB anymore. And we see another Rage coming out, but the crits from the God Strength Sven coming out, killing the Lifestealer. No buyback. That's a dieback. And, I mean, Liquid has to delay for 100 seconds here. The big black dragon illusions, making him very sad. Schwen catching Nisha on the side there as well. And all of the Liquid heroes are dead. And GG's called. Talon takes game number 1, showing up here in this best of 2. Talon takes game number 1. Even though Lifestealer seemed unkillable, they just took great fights. Talon taking really good fights that game. I'm honestly pretty impressed. And we are here in game number 2 between Team Liquid and Talon from the group stage of the Birmingham Major? ESL 1 Birmingham, I think. Group A, best of 2, and the first game went to Talon, actually. And I thought they executed really well in their team fights. They just had very solid heroes and managed to get really good fights on Liquid time after time again.
5 seconds remaining.
So what I'm curious about is, does Liquid first pick Pango again?
Liquid's turn to ban.
Now we just see a Timbersaw ban here. Shadow Demon ban. Like, Shadow Demon was also one of the most banned heroes in Elite League. He's just a really good save hero right now. And he also lanes really well because of Disruption and the buff that it got. Like, the early illusions just do a good amount of damage and set up for a lot of harassment.
10 seconds
Like this setup for a Marana arrow or Spear from Mars or, you know, anything of the sort, or just your offlaner being able to get into position. So it's a really strong hero. Chen also getting banned out, and Tiny actually getting banned out super early here from Liquid. Pretty surprised that they ban out this Tiny. And a Razor ban as well. So Razor was also banned quite a bit during Elite League. Same for Kunkka. Kunkka is actually the third most banned hero in that last tournament that we saw.
5 seconds remaining.
That is kind of crazy. Talon digging into their reserve time for the bans. Maybe Liquid did some sussy bans. IO did get banned again, and Disruptor picked up, so Team Liquid did not ban Disruptor this time around, which they did last game, I think. So maybe they have a strat? Maybe they feel like something else is more important.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So I'm not sure what these bans are all about. Maybe they want to first pick another mid, and they just want to protect that middle from these heroes. Maybe they just don't want to play Kunkka. That's Ooh, another Oracle pick from Liquid coming out. And this time around, it's just a first pick Oracle. Damn. I'm not sure how you draft around Oracle. I guess you just want to jump Oracle and kill him or her or them or they.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think that's about it, right? You just don't want to hit the guy that's getting false promised. You want to kill the guy that casts the false promise. And if he casts it on himself, you can just kind of ignore him.
Talon Esports turn
Ooh,
to
the
ban.
Lesh ban as well. Even though IO was already banned out, they were like, no, we're not going to play against Lesh. And I mean, Nisha Lesh is something else. I'm not going to lie, this Leshrac hero is kind of crazy. I think we're going to see quite a bit of Disco Pony in this tournament.
Remaining.
It was 12th most picked in the last tournament.
5 seconds
And also
remaining.
banned a lot. I think it's like top 10 bans as well. Like more than 50% ban rate. I think. Yep, 75% ban rate. Or 57, sorry. Talon digging into the ban or the reserve time again for their bans. One more ban and then Liquid gets a pick. And I mean, Liquid's not really showing anything except for that there's an Oracle that's probably a 5. I mean, there's no tops in here, so it's probably not a mid. And they're banning the Brew, actually. Although, if I look at 33 as a player, I feel like he's always trying to give himself last pick. Mika doesn't really strike me as a hero that or a player that needs last pick. Sometimes it's nice to get, you know, like a last pick Weaver or something. Or
5 seconds
what's
remaining.
a better last pick from the safe lane? Maybe PL or Naga. Yeah. Guess those are the like the most annoying. Even Monkey King, if your offlaner can't really deal with it, like your offlane combo can't deal with Monkey, then you're really sad. Ursa, not that popular of a hero right now, but it's one of those heroes, you know? If he's good, then he's really annoying to lane against. Mars ban coming out from Liquid. Some PTSD from the last game, and we see the Doom coming out for 33. So Liquid deciding that my Doom is solid enough for this game, and I don't want them to ban out more offlaners so that I'm pigeonholed like last game. Because Talon did kind of focus a decent amount of offlaners, especially in the last 2 rounds of bans. Like near the end of the second round and definitely the third round of bans were all offlaners. But now we see the Doom coming out. I mean, back in the day we saw Doom 4 sometimes, but I don't think you're going to put Doom 4 if you have 33 on your team who just, you know, plays Doom before breakfast, after breakfast, before lunch, after lunch, before bedtime. He plays Doom all the time. He dreams about Doom. And his opponent's demise.
Talon Esports.
Talon digging into the reserve time once more, and they pick the Pango? Oh my, they do get the first ban, but I mean, Liquid can just pick Bloodseeker. There's literally a Bloodseeker. Are they daring them to pick Bloodseeker? I mean, I guess they can't flex it to the offlane anymore, but I mean...
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Like, if you don't have your offlaner pick, this is an instant Bloodseeker pick, right? I don't know. I feel like Bloodseeker just finding as Disruptor as well. If he just goes for a BKB, he just runs on top of him and kills him. Disruptor does nothing against a hero that just BKBs himself. He can even let himself be glimpsed in and then kill you. So I don't know if I like that. But they get a pick now. They could pick Bloodseeker themselves, I guess. They go for the Grim once more. So they like the Grim on Jokam. Jokam. I don't know. Jokam. So we have an interesting support duo here. Of course, the Soulbind
5 seconds
duplicates the
remaining.
Disruptor Q. That is kind of nice, but that's about it. That's all the synergy we have so far. And Dark Portrait doesn't seem that good, but I feel like Grimstroke is just the Oracle counter for Talon here. Because they've picked it into Oracle twice now. So that's their way. Probably just good for the lane, at least. Because I think that's pretty important, right? If it's just fine in the game and good in the lane, Grimstroke into Oracle, then you just pick that. Like, I haven't seen their scrims, obviously, but this Grimstroke is a little spicy. Was not picked up a lot in Elite League. It's a 23rd most picked hero, but barely ever gets banned. And had a 50% win rate, so just kind of, you know, kind of fine hero in Elite League. And we see a Tusk. So that's probably a Tusk 4. And the Nisha Puck comes out. Yeah, Talon does not have any instant disables yet, but as soon as you catch the Puck, you have all the follow-up that you need. Plasma Storm, Pangolier can just roll on top of you. Grimstroke can put this, what is it? Phantom's Embrace on top of you. Like, if you get a stun on this puck dies. And we see a Medusa! Dude, Medusa is really strong. Maybe they were kind of baiting a Bloodseeker pick with the idea of picking the Medusa. Because Medusa destroys Bloodseeker. But Medusa on a Bloodseeker team feels really good again. Because is Bloodseeker putting Q on Medusa? Oh, Medusa doesn't care about the health that she loses because of Mana Shield. Anti-Mage ban, I mean, yeah, you have to do it. Maybe they'll also go for like a Slark ban, because Slark really likes picking up the Diffusal Blade.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's the only carry I can really think of that like hits very fast with the Diffusal, just wants to stick on you and hit you with it. I can also escape decently well, although Pango and Disruptor are pretty decent against Slark. So maybe you don't want to play Slark into this. One more ban, and we see a starter ban. So offlaner from Talon. I mean, this Pango's not going to offlane, right? So there's one more offlaner here. The Mars is already gone. The Kunkka's gone. Are they going to ban the Enigma again?
10 seconds
They did so
remaining.
last game. Although that... I don't know if that's enough.
5
Is
seconds
Malefice
remaining.
enough for Puck? Can you catch Puck? I mean, DK's still in? DK's still in. This could be a DK pick from the offlane. Going for the Blink Stun onto Puck. Classic counter, as it were, versus Puck. Because the shield bash is pretty much instant if you're melee. In your non-dragon form. Yeah, Liquid, what are you thinking? What offlaner do you not want to see?
Talon Esports,
And they banned the
turn to
Night Stalker.
ban.
I like that ban. This guy's super annoying. If he has his silence aura on top of him and jumps onto the Puck, then the Puck dies, the Oracle dies. They are very sad. I like this ban. I don't know if W's
10
Night
seconds
Stalker
remaining.
is infamous or not, but I like the ban so far.
5 seconds
But that still
remaining.
leaves quite a few offlaners. Or, not that many, I guess, but there's still a few. With the DotA, you can get away with a lot of offlaners. Because she can just frontline for you. And as long as you give her some auras and whatever, she'll be fine. But you do have quite a bit of
Turn to
Bloodseeker ban in the last phase. So they don't want to see the Bloodseeker anyways. That's crazy, dude. Bloodseeker doesn't even like Diffusal that much, and he doesn't want to go into DotA. They do go for the Dragon Knight to get that Puck stun. It's nice with Grimstroke as well. We saw it in the last game, so I like this pick from Talon. But as Team Liquid, you kind of could have assumed this pick, I feel like. DK super meta right
10
now.
seconds remaining.
DK Puck are, you know...
5 seconds remaining.
very intertwined. And we see the Luna
Choose
pick.
your hero.
So Luna into Medusa is a little rough, I feel like. But if you snowball pretty hard as Luna, you can, yeah, kind of run them over, as it were. And I feel like that is a little bit of the strat here. Yeah. The Doom is still nice onto the Pangolier. The DK is pretty much going to give Luna a free lane. Like DK Grim, they can do new... Oh, it's DK mid, actually. No, it's Pangolier off lane? Are you shitting me? Is Pango Puck just not a playable lane, or what? I am confused. Because I feel like DK does fine against Luna Oracle. Oh my god. Maybe they just want Schwen to play the DK, because he did play pretty well last game. Oh my, let's get straight into it, guys.
Prepare for battle.
Game number 2, Team Liquid versus Talon. Talon up 1-0 in this best of 2. And I thought Talon had a pretty interesting draft there, going into the Pango, leaving open the Bloodseeker, then going into the DotA, which is a very tough carry matchup for Bloodseeker. But Liquid didn't take the bait, as it were. They didn't go for the Bloodseeker themselves, they went for the Luna. But before that pick came out, Talon actually went back and used their last ban on the Bloodseeker. So I'm just a little confused about what their plan was. Maybe they just didn't know what to ban, but I mean, this is terrible. And we see this Pangolier offlane from W's, which honestly, that probably means that Talon's gonna lose this game, because Pangolier offlane is so garbage right now. It does not feel good. I've played a little bit to get some of those emblems, you know, because he's one of the only like escape heroes together with Timbersaw that you see in the off lane. So, and I don't really play Timbersaw right now. Still have to like brush up on my my Timber Boy. So we have Disruptor Medusa top going up against the Doom plus Tusk. So that's probably going to be a pretty chill lane. Medusa Doom doesn't seem too bad. As long as he doesn't get the annoying Mana Burn Harpy. Which of course he's going to get. Ooh, immediate go onto the Medusa here. Going for the level 1 kill. Insania's also here. Blood Grenade goes down as well. But 33, very low. 50 HP. 120 HP. Oh my god, all of these heroes so low. And 33 is hanging in there. We have the Thunderstrike, but Ponyo doesn't want to show himself. Dude, just run up. What's going to happen? You might get sharded into the face, but just put the Thunderstrike onto 33. And somehow no kills here top. We have this Pango here. I expect this Pango to get absolutely nothing out of this lane. This seems terrible. Already gets gone on, has a shield crash level 1, not even swashbuckle for the range. I guess you have Stroke of Fate for that. Goes for an immediate bracer. And then probably going into Arcane Boots because the only quote-unquote strong thing that Pango can do is just get his levels, get Arcanes, and spam his spells. Oh, a little bit of a go onto the... Oh no, instant regret. Shield crash does not give you enough of a barrier level 1. And now look at all of the damage that he took. But I think that's the only way to play this lane probably. Just trade, trade, trade. Very low Pango here. Middle, we do see Nisha kind of abusing the Dragonite here. But the Dragonite probably going to go... Oh, actually only has 1 level in Dragon's Blood right now. Could have been 2. Oh, we see the glimpse coming out. Boxy out of there. All of the mana from Medusa is gone. Instant clarity. And no kills once again. Such an aggressive lane here. Tusk Doom just going on them. Tag team. Action. And we do have the Devour, but no creep yet for the Doom. And look at that, just eating tangos all the way through here for this Pangolier. They still have 1 Blood Grenade, so they might be able to go onto this Oracle if they catch him. And this Oracle really needs to not get himself out of position, because that is the power of Pango. He can just dive on top of you if you're slightly out of position, especially if you get an Inkswell on top of you, or even a Stroke of Fate. And ooh, both of the Liquid Heroes top, though, a little low, but they do get the first Lotus. And Akashi did a good job on a Sven last game. And now doing a decent job as well. Look at... Wow, this Pango actually has 14 last hits. 15. This is illegal, is what I would be screaming at my team. Boxy takes down Akashi's Courier, but it only had a Ring of Basilius recipe. Not too bad. Oh, Pango. Getting caught out of position here. Taking more than half of his HP and damage. You do get the Inkswell, but using all of his stick charges to get a little bit of health back. Dude, he needs some tangos. This Pango, but he has 17 last hits here. I'm pretty impressed. Getting some raindrops here for the annoying Lucent Beams, probably. And we have First Blood coming out. Boxy killing the Medusa there. Oh my god. Ponyo not able to defend his Medusa. And we also have the Mana Burn here for 33. Going to be very happy with this lane. Boxy and 33 playing this lane very efficiently. Mika running down the Grimstroke here. Oh, getting a couple really juicy right clicks. Has Lunar Blessing level 2, so those right clicks hurt like hell. Wow, look at 33. Goes into his own jungle, stacks a camp. While the Tusk here making sure that no extra camp spawns. And that the creeps just keep funneling into 33 here. Offlane Pango, baby. Bottom of the last hits now.
Radiant's top tower is under
And
attack.
Moxie actually teleporting down here. We get the root from Fortune's End. And the Pango just can't get out of here. He is ink swelled up. Does get a nice double stun, but the Pango is dead. Double Bracer and Infused Raindrops and Shield Crest level 2 still couldn't save him. What a hero. What is it called? Fortune's End.
Radiant
What
are
a name.
scanning.
Now both the supports going mid
Radiant's top
here.
tower is
From
under
Liquid
attack.
going to contest this 6-minute rune. Trying to help Nisha here. Xuan has 2 levels of Dragon Blood now, so he's a tanky boy. No rune here. So the rune is top, and Ponyo actually denies the regen rune. Does not want to play around with that. We see a stun here from Xuan. Thunderstrike as well, the glimpse, but oh, nice snowball here, playing into the disruptor. And now we see Insania also showing up. Doom is here, punches Xuan into the face, and the Scorched Earth level 3 burning down Ponyo. Nice TP coming out of 33. Gets into that kerfuffle in the mid lane, and we see a core death here. Only one Bracer. Story of this meta, boys. Bangalore here actually making 2 Bracers before his Arcanes. A little surprised about that, because he even ended up dying even with the Bracers. But I guess maybe you can be a little bit more aggressive early with the Bracers. Nisha doing pretty well here, and I mean, the lane is just flattened, right? 2 points in Dragon Blood, and it's done. Even Breathe Fire, double null. And I feel like Doom just stopped interacting with this Medusa altogether. And that is a pretty good idea, because Mystic Snake is so annoying. If you get Mystic Snaked, because you're standing near your creeps and like the last bounce goes on top of your hero, you take like 1/3 of your health and damage, and you lose a bunch of mana as well. Like, ugh, feels bad. And it happens very fast. Like, you have to consciously position yourself in the lane versus Medusa. Mika going for the Mask of Madness build. And sitting pretty here. 53 last hits versus Akashi's 46. Pango, bottom. We are not surprised. Collectively, we are not. Yeah, you just pull the wave, boy. Pull that wave. Aggro the creeps. Mika just going for efficiency here. Going for a big camp. Letting Pango have these creeps under tower. It will slingshot back into him. And we have another big fight here. Middle. Doom on top of Xuan. And now he gets Snowball stunned as well. Insania's there to root him up as well. And Xuan just does not have a chance. Look at that. He was leashed as well. Started with a Dream Coil. Got rooted, stunned, and stunned by the, what is it? Infernal Blade as well. Dude, this Doom making the rotations with his Phase Boots and Windlace right now. Super fast, super scary. Grimstroke gets caught out here and dies, but at least his Pango is farming. Copium. Oh, is Pango considering greeting this out and going for Diffusal before Arcane Boots? I would kind of be surprised by that, because with Arcanes you can just like Shield Crash and Swashbuckle this wave and then it's almost dead. Whereas now you are going for Diffusal, and if this lane ends up being a lane where you just need a bunch of mana to farm, I mean, I'll leave it to the pro. Going for a Diffusal Rush off of brown boots. Could get his stick upgraded. Oh, he did. Nice. Nice. Oh! Gets caught by the coil. And just like that, jump scare. Pango is dead once more. 0-2. And a pretty painful creep score. We'll look at the net worth. Pangolier is Sadalier. Or, I don't know. I'll think of a pun for another cast. Oh, do we see a glimpse here? Onto Doom. We do see a glimpse. Last minute glimpse. And the snack comes out. But Doom just kind of walks it off. That was not scary at all. Level 4 Disruptor. And level 4 Grimstroke. Whereas we have a level 6 Oracle. And a level 6 Tusk. Dude. Disruptor dies again. The supports of Talon are hurting right now. I guess both Wisdom Runes went to Liquid this game. Give it a check. No, actually, wow. Grimstroke got an Observer. Or got one of the XP runes. Oh, nice save there. Oh, the Rolling Thunder. Doesn't last as long as it used to. And we see the Snowball save from Boxy. What a hero, dude. He plays so well on this Tusk. Into a coil, and Pango is dead once again. And what a hero. So useful. And where's your Diffusal Rush now, buddy? He's just so sad. Level 5 Grimstroke can't do anything to help. And Liquid just running down this Pango lane. Bottom tower goes down. Top tower also went down already. Akashi, though, still decent farm on the Medusa. Has the Yasha already. Has a decent neutral item as well. And now already has his Diadem. So only 1,500 gold away from the Manta. We see the glimpse onto Insania. And because of that, he was pulled out of position. Nice kill there. But Xuen. Oh, Xuen gets that kill. He need a little perk me up gold. So what is he going for? He's going for the... Oh, we got the Blink. And now he's going for the Orchid after. So I like that he's going quick Blink. Helps them catch this annoying puck. He's basically their only guaranteed catch. Onto the puck. Coil in 10 seconds. Which blade damage. And look at this. Level 5 supports can't catch this puck. This game would look so different if these supports were level 6. Oh, another glimpse. Tusk gets immediately Purifying Flamed. And we see the Rolling Thunder here from Pangolier. Gets the Oracle for a couple seconds. Oh, disconnects the Tusk there, but the Rolling Thunder is done. Level 1 Rolling Thunder duration is pitiful. Boxy almost going down there. And Disruptor gets run down by the puck and the Doom. On the other side, Grimstroke also dying. All of the heroes of Liquid actually staying alive. Pangolier, roll. Level 1. Omega Lul. Oh, it's just 10-second duration. I guess it's the level 15 talent, but 10 seconds just doesn't feel that long. And he was perma-stunning the Oracle in the back. Oh no, Team Liquid sees this chonky stack. And Luna does lust for some stacks. Medusa and Luna both just hitting creeps, even though there are heroes to hit. They don't care. Stone Gaze, not out yet. We see the ultimate here from Luna, the Eclipse, doing a lot of damage. Now we see Stone Gaze. All of the Liquid heroes not looking. Nisha did get stoned up, but we saw a snowball save there from Boxy. And I think Boxy's probably dead here. Might get another Walrus Punch, but Mickey in the back is going to do a lot of damage. Might get saved by Purifying Flames. Soulbind has been used. There is no Rolling Thunder. Awkward little pause, but oh, Boxy actually gets a kill onto the Pango. Gets Dragon Breath into the face from Xuen. And Mika also getting that Grimstroke kill as well. My lords, look at the Liquid course, just like game 1. Pulling ahead. But now the map also looking a lot worse than game 1. Talon played the map a lot better. And I don't know, in this situation, you're just calling it out, right? No worries, guys. We have a Medusa. They don't really like buying Diffusal Blades on their team. We're fine. As you can see, Luna's not the Diffusal Buyer. But she does dish out a lot of damage with her ultimate and the right clicks. Oh. Bit of an awkward taunt there. Diffusal Rush almost completed. I guess it would be awkward if it was even later somehow. But I do like the early arcanes to kind of help out your Medusa, help out your Dragon Knight. But yeah, you don't have supports to cast spells because they don't have their 6. So interesting build here from Dubs coming out. He has the Diffusal, but don't go for anything right now. He has Rolling Thunder, he has Diffusal, but no smoke plays. But they might come soon. First, you need to push out some waves. Look at 33, the Farm Meister himself went up to a Midas after the Veil, has this Null Talisman, which is super popular right now as a mono regen hero, where I feel like it almost gives you the same as Falcon Blade, but it also gives you stats and shit. Like, it's good. It also gives you slightly bigger mana pool, and at 25, it's even bigger value. So this Null Talisman, small buff. Basically any core, like most cores are buying this as their mono regen item if they, if that's enough, basically. Bit of a kerfuffle here. Oracle had to save himself with the false promise. We did see the Plasma Storm or Static Storm being committed to try and take Insania down, but in the end, no kill there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mika, Manta style completed, so the waves are going to be pushed in heavily, which is a good counter to Medusa, because Medusa also really likes pushing in your waves with her illusions. Wow, she actually got an illusion rune. Lucky Medusa here. Going to be farming up the jungle whilst farming up the jungle. And she is going for Diffusal herself. Wow. That is kind of cool. Medusa going for a Diffusal herself. I kind of like that. Just burning out the mana of this annoying Puck, burning out the mana of these strength heroes in Tusk and Doom, and it also a decent way to deal with the Oracle. If you can't kill the target that you're hitting, at least you burn all of their mana, making them useless. Like, Tusk is pretty useless without mana, Puck is completely useless without mana, and Doom, also not that great without mana. I mean, Luna's pretty good without mana. We'd rather have mana, but, you know, still pretty good hero.
Radiant are scanning.
Everything calming down a little bit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Grimstroke rushing a blink here, still a little bit off though.
Are fortified.
And Juan almost has his Orchid. Maybe that is when Talon will try and make some plays onto the map, but for now, just pressuring this tier 1. Doom TPing on over. He's ready, he has Doom as well. He gets in, gets the Doom, and oh my, are you kidding me? Actually gets entangled by the troll. Poor Juan. I mean, he would have died anyways, but holy moly. And Luna over here getting a kill with Boxy. Blink Dagger on the Tusk. Making it very hard for the supports of Talon to show. Disruptor also died somewhere, somehow. My god. And as Talon right now, you just want to sit behind this Medusa, but she doesn't really want to show up and fight just yet. And there comes the coil onto the Pangolier. And if you don't have Shard, you can't do anything there. You need to Shard because that dispels the coil. And without coil, you can't do anything. You're just kind of dead. You can't use your movement abilities, so you're just sitting there. Duck, sitting duck. And first tier 2 has been claimed here by Liquid. Doom just standing around looking at these illusions. Has the Scorched Earth, pushes the wave. Look at these Medusa illusions. they can actually do a pretty good job. Which is clearing almost an entire wave with low duration as well. They almost cleared all of these creeps, like 2 hits more. And Mick is now here. And another tier 2 is imperiled. BKB coming out of Luna. Really emphasizing the fact that they are playing tempo here. Although this Midas kind of says something else, but you know, it's 33 alright. Nisha going for a Lincoln Sphere here. So making sure that he can't get stunned by the DK, which is probably the biggest thing. Our Pango Boy, yeah, there he goes. He goes for the shard, knowing that he needs his first is the coil. Already died thrice to the coil, I think. We do have Orchid here now, straight BKB for the DK. Showing us how dire the situation is. DK kind of foregoing his own scaling with the Manta Ags, and he's just going for the BKB. It's like, okay, I need the BKB to fight, and we need to be able to take any fights for this Medusa to get her farm. Medusa TP'd back home before they could catch her out. Now going for a Disperser, actually. Ooh, okay. Disperser. That is cool. Does the Disperser buff give you attack speed? I know it gives you movement speed. But, I mean, it doesn't dispel, like, Doom or anything, so... It doesn't dispel False Promise either, so... I mean, you do get an Eagle Song. Agility is good. Oh, and I guess you could cast it on your Muntas, or at least one of them, helping you push waves a little bit. Pango getting caught here by the Luna. But he gets at level 11 Pango, dude. Look at his Fuel's Batman game right now. He has the roll-up shard now. Oh, look at that. He gets coiled, he rolls up, and then he still gets stunned. Did they fix that? Or change it? Maybe they changed it, actually. But it used to be that if you roll up, and you get coiled, and then you roll up, then you dispel the coil. But maybe they changed it. And that you don't get the dispel anymore from roll up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That is kind of crazy. I mean, I imagine so, right? Because there's no way he messes it up, right? If you just roll up and then you start rolling thunder, you're fine. But I guess he didn't have it? Yeah, he didn't have it. So maybe if you swashbuckle out, you still get stunned, apparently. Crazy. Another tier 2 bites the dust. No more tier 2s here for Talon. At 22 minutes, you are 22k behind. That means you're getting shreked, my guys. That means you're getting absolutely washed, rinsed behind the ears. And Mika going for the Conda now. Oh, we get a pretty decent stun. No Orchid there. And just an Oracle save onto Mickey there. And Mickey, how much of this tower? Just 400 damage. Just taking it easy. Maybe Liquid finds his DD. Maybe they just go for the Roche. And we do see that little line from a 33. And like, yo, maybe we can do a little Roche action. Let's do a little item check, shall we? No blink yet for Pangolier. Does have his Diffusal, but it's pretty hard to like get multiple Diffusal hits. We also have Diffusal on Medusa, which, I mean, they kind of have a mana burning strat going here. I kind of like that. That's cool. Almost have the Disperser here for Medusa. The Roche has started for Liquid. So we also have an Octarine on the Doom already. 2 blinks on Liquid. And again, the mech is out. Even the gem. Dude, Liquid is just crushing here. Nothing much more to say about this. Just crushing. After game 1, I expected Talon to put up a pretty sick fight. And Liquid gets the Aegis onto Nisha. Nisha also has the DD. And now... Oh, the Glimpse! No way! Oh. I thought the Glimpse was on DK, dude. This is such a sensationalist. Nisha with the Aegis and the DD. if they get a catch here, Talon nicely disengaged from the top lane just now. Medusa's still out here farming, has the bullwhip as well. That's such a nice farming item, just getting yourself around the map faster. And nice mana and health regen if you need it. No blink for Pango. Look at his net worth, dude. 8k. He's a support at this stage of the game. Grimstroke is trying to get to his Ags, but this game might end before he gets his Aghanim. Because the Dark Portrait of Luna is pretty nice. I'll give him that. Nisha with the DD. They're taking down this tower. And Medusa is here. She has the Disperser. And that is pretty cool. Pango already took half health. No Rolling Thunder committed just yet. It's a decent defense for now. Medusa just standing her ground. Nice jump in from the DK. Gets immediately punished though with the foil, with the Eclipse. Now we see the roll coming out. We see the Soulbind, but there's just no more damage. We see a Doom here onto the Pango. He might actually get away, but Nisha's not going to let him get away. Jumps in, does the damage, and the Doom takes him down. Pango is a sad boy. He has buyback, but there's no Rolling Thunder. And, I mean, they just have to let these racks go, especially against Luna. You just don't want to stand here and take all of this glaive damage. Medusa going in, commits the Stone Gaze here, trying to save her supports. We see the buybacks coming in, and Talon really needs to get something here. Liquid going for the disengage. But the fight continues. Can't quite disengage. Pango. Oh, damn, look at the mana burns. This Luna has no mana to speak of. Still, the Aegis here on Puck. She does blink out. We get a Luna kill and a Tusk kill, but the buyback of Disruptor and the dieback. And DK also dies for that. And the lead still increased 27k. If you're further behind than the amount of minutes in the game, you are absolutely boned. Like,
Dire are scanning.
we do see a lot of gold here on that Grimstroke. Probably got a kill somewhere. Yeah, you got the kill on Mika. Look at that. 1,700 buckaroos in his pocket. Almost actually getting an Algonym Scepter. Might be the best expenditure of that gold. I don't know if they, like, communicated that, or that he purposefully waited to try and snipe it with Stroke of Fate, because that is actually an Aghanim Scepter that can turn this game around, I feel like. Or at least keep you alive for longer, get Medusa to her next item. Because if you get that, that Dark Portrait onto the Luna, like, that's gonna be super annoying. Like, there's going to be a Luna on your team now, on top of already having that Medusa. Oh, Tusk. We heard the snowball, but it was just the wave. No hero was getting caught. And this Pango has been dreaming about a Blink Dagger for the last 10 minutes in this video game. But no such luck, buddy. You had to go for the roll-up, because otherwise you can't play, because Puck... Oh. Medusa does get gone on. She disperses herself. Very nice against the silence from Puck. Gets herself out of there with the movement speed as well. And the second Tier 3 tower does go down here. Luna's just taking it down. We see the ink swell, but oh my god. The DK got hit by the glaives, and so he couldn't blink anymore. Oh, that feels sad. A little bit of mana burn onto Nisha. Nisha just has a lot of mana right now. And we see the Rolling Thunder coming out. Hits nothing, gets hit in the face by Luna. Almost dead here is this Pangolier. Nice shield crash onto Tusk, so Tusk does get killed. We also see a glimpse here, but don't get anything. Oh my god, the Medusa just explodinated. She disappeared, because we have this Conda from the Luna with her Eclipse doing all of the damage, and this Medusa is the only hope for Talon, and Talon just GG's out at 28, 32k behind. They know that they got absolutely rinsed behind the ears, and Team Liquid defends their honor and their family's honor by taking game number 2, and so this best of 2 ends in a 1-1. Guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the cast. Usually we do a lot of StarCraft 2 here, but yeah, StarCraft 2 is in a weird place where all of the replays are behind a paywall right now until the ESL tournament finishes up, ESL Spring. So we're dipping our toes into a little bit of Dota because the replays are easily retrieved in Dota because you just fill in the code, the number of the game basically, and you can just grab it off of the client instead of like having to download the file and put it somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do a little bit more of this, practice this a lot, and to kind of boat us over until the StarCraft action returns and all of the new RTSs come out. That's gonna be a heck of that's gonna be really fun. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Dota cast. Thank you for watching. Sorry about the big drought in Riquiz videos. It's both because of the replays not being available. I had a very sore throat for about 3 weeks because I got ill, so I couldn't really do anything. And I broke up with my girlfriend of like 4+ years, which was also kind of shitty. So yeah, we had a little bit of a break in the casting, but now we're back. So I hope you'll enjoy. Stick with me because I'm still learning a lot, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.